Hey Canucks fans, let's talk about the Canucks' performance in the NHL Year-End Awards. I'm Canuck Clay, and this is my Canucks take all in one take. It's Clay's Canucks commentary for Thursday, June the 23rd. If you're new, here's what you should do. Hit the subscribe button now for daily Canucks insight that's positive, timely, and trustworthy. Still in Sweden, today was an off day. It's my night time, it's your afternoon time. We had a good day, just kind of hanging out, taking it easy, and it sounds like tomorrow I'm going to go to Copenhagen to explore Denmark a little bit while Jacob and the guys go and support the ladies as they start their doubles event. Jacob doesn't bowl again until Saturday. A couple nights ago, the Canucks, not the Canucks, the NHL handed out their year-end awards, and we know that Austin Matthews dominated. We know all the winners. We know that Red and Brian Hamilton and Nadia Popovic presented the award, the Hart Trophy Award, which is kind of cool to see them representing the Vancouver Canucks on the big stage. But I want to talk about how the Canucks did in certain categories, whether there are any surprises, any omissions. And then I want to end off talking about who I think is going to be the first or the next Canucks award winner, Canucks major award winner. I want to know if you agree with me. So let's start with what happened. Let's run down the Canucks players that actually got votes. For the Hart Trophy, MVP that Austin Matthews of the Toronto Maple Leafs won, JT Miller tied for 14th, and he got one fifth place vote. So someone of the voters thought that JT Miller was the fifth best, most valuable player in the entire NHL. So that's how JT Miller tied for 14th. The Lady Byng won by Kyle Connor of the Winnipeg Jets for sportsmanship, gentlemanly conduct, and playing ability. Elias Pettersson, 14th as well. Miller is 14th in the Hart Trophy. PD was 14th for Lady Byng voting. He had 3 third-place votes. For the Vesna, best goalie, Igor Shesterkin of the Rangers. Thatcher Demko tied for 7th with 1 third-place vote. And that's it. There was only 9 goalies that got votes, and Thatcher Demko was one of them. Pretty good. For the Norris, top defenseman, won by Cale Makar of the Colorado Avalanche. Quinn Hughes, 13th in voting. He had 2 fourth-place votes and 3 fifth-place votes. So decent showing for Quinn Hughes, just outside the top 10. And then finally for the Selkie, the top defensive forward, won by Patrice Bergeron of the Boston Bruins, of course. Who else would win it? JT Miller, once again. He finished in 23rd with 2 fourth-place votes. Also, Bo Horvat had 1 fifth-place vote, tied for 34th for the Lady Byng, for the Selkie, and he's in good company. Sidney Crosby also had 1 fifth-place vote. So really, it was JT Miller placing twice for Hart and Selkie. Then you had PD placing for the Lady Byng, Demko for the Vesna, Hughes for the Norris, and then Horvat also got 1 vote for the Selkie. Now, before we break all those down, also for All-Star team voting, JT Miller tied for 7th for centers, pretty good. Quinn Hughes 11th in D-man, so even though he got 13th in Norris Trophy, he got 11th for D-man, and then Demko was 8th for goalie, which makes sense because he was tied with 2 others for 7th, so that makes a lot of sense as well. Okay, Hart Trophy, JT Miller, 1 fifth-place vote. I think that's a little bit generous, as much as I like JT Miller, and I think he was the most valuable player for the Canucks for sure. Not actually, Thatcher Demko was, but JT Miller was right up there. I'm not sure if he was the 5th most valuable player in the entire league. Now, it's not 5th best player or best player who says the most F-bombs, because then JT Miller would have won that. But if it's most valuable player to your team, then maybe I can see how JT Miller got a vote, but still maybe a little bit strange to me. The Lady Byng for sportsmanship, PD got 3 third-place votes. This makes a lot of sense because it's not just sportsmanship. You got to combine it with good play as well, and PD certainly has that. And yeah, he's a good sportsman. He's skilled, good effort. Yet I think he's well respected around the league despite him being so young. So 3 third-place votes makes a lot of sense to me. The Vesna, this is the one I think that's really good. Demko, only one of 9 goalies to get a vote, and yeah, I think with a better team, he'd be even better. Or maybe it's because the team was so bad at the first start of the season that made him look so good. Regardless, very happy, and that I think was most deserving. Quinn Hughes, 13th in the Norris. That makes a lot of sense. I kept saying 2 years ago that I don't think he'd even be considered for a Norris Trophy because his defensive play was so bad, and B, he was never on the penalty kill. Well, he fixed both of those things this year. His plus-minus was way better, much better defensively, and he did get some penalty killing time. So if he continues to work on that, I think you'll see him slowly move up the Norris Trophy rankings. I don't know if he'll ever be a finalist, but he's still, probably going to turn out to be the best defenseman the Canucks have ever had. And finally, the Selkie Miller with 2 fourth-place votes, and Horvat, top defensive forward. This one's kind of tough because it usually goes to a guy who scores a lot of points, plays good defense, and is on a really good team. And Miller, scored a lot of points, okay defense, not a great team. Horvat, not as many points as Miller, maybe a tiny bit better defense, but still not on a good team. So I think the Selkie, this one, it's going to be hard for a Canuck to win in the future. So throw it all together. If I had to predict the next major award winner for the Vancouver Canucks, I'm going Thatcher Demko for the Vesna, because he's already considered a top 10 goalie in the league by voting for both All-Star and for the Vesna. And I think as the Canucks get better, as they score more, as they take less pressure off of their defense, and their goaltender has to face less pressure, you're going to be a better team overall, and your stats are going to be better. And I think Demko's only getting better. He's driven. So as the team gets better, Demko should get better, and I think he's going to get even more notoriety, a good reputation, more noticed around the league. So I'm saying that Thatcher Demko winning the Vesna, that's most likely for me. After that is a bit of a crapshoot. Is someone like Quinn Hughes going to win the Norris? Unlikely. Is someone like a PD going to win the MVP? Unlikely. Are we going to have any rookies to win the Calder? Maybe unlikely. So there's a lot of unlikely here. But there's one that I think is kind of a wild card that may happen next season. Imagine if the Canucks not only make the playoffs, but win their division. Imagine going from a non-playoff team, basically a disaster of a team at the end of November, to winning their division. Then I think Bruce Boudreau will have a chance to win the Jack Adams Award for Coach of the Year. Didn't get any votes this year. I think if the Canucks made the playoffs, he might have gotten a few, but just fell short. But imagine Bruce Boudreau winning the Jack Adams Award next season if the Canucks win their division. I could see it happening. I'm not sure if it's going to happen, but I think it would be just as likely as Hughes winning the Norris or PD winning the Hart, if you follow what I'm thinking there. So those are kind of my 2 picks. I think it's Demko is going to win the Vesna. I'm not saying next season, but that's going to be the next major award winner for the Canucks. But the wild card I'll throw in there is Bruce Boudreau winning the Jack Adams next year for Coach of the Year if the Canucks win their Pacific Division. Canucks fans, let me know what you think in the comments. I want to bring this up because it's relevant. The NHL Awards were just a couple nights ago, and the Canucks got some votes. So it makes me think, if we're feeling good about the Canucks right now and looking forward to them next season, are they going to make a dent in any of these award voting, these categories, in the voting for these categories? So let me know in the comments below if you agree with my picks, if you disagree, and if you have a better suggestion as to who might be the next Canucks to win a major award. Shout out to my sponsors, Perform and Transform, Personal Training and Weight Loss, and to Van City Experts Real Estate Group, Jason Lim and his team, and to legendary Lucas Gates, legendary Justin Credible, legendary Andrew Chang, Hall of Fame members Jens95, simalexander, Chris Seifert, Adam Broomfield, Shannon Hollingworth, HSM Fangirl Gaming, Smooth Groove, and Carol Bovenlander. Thank you for your support as always, and thanks to the support of all members at all levels. You're listed in my video descriptions. If you want to become a member of the CCC Crew, press the join button underneath this or in my videos, or on the memberships tab on my YouTube channel. Subscribe if you'd like to, like this video if you'd like to, leave a donation, a tip as a super thanks if you'd like to. By the way, thanks to everyone who joined me for my live stream last night for my birthday. A lot of fun and a lot of generosity there. You guys shared a lot of your generosity with me, which I appreciate very much. And then, of course, become a member or upgrade your membership if you'd like to, and definitely leave a comment down below if you'd like to. Who's going to be the next Canucks major award winner? Let me know in the comments below. And if you made it this far into the video, 9 minutes in, because I'm going to Denmark tomorrow, just type in your favorite Danish hockey player. Of course, maybe it might only be Jannik Hansen's the only one you can think of, but if you can think of a Danish hockey player, put them in the comments below. I'd love to reminisce with you a little bit, or maybe a current player right now. There's a few of them, but I'll leave it to you to research them. All right, friends, stay safe, stay healthy, take care of yourselves, and take care of each other. God bless, and go Canucks go.